requested.
Oh, come on, Mr. T. I was about to have my tea as well.
Do you want
Thanks
to
to the
board
raid,
crew?
but I got to nip off to have my,
Crew bus is coming.
what do you call it? And let me get the passengers boarded first. I'm about to have my tea. I'm going to disappear, have my tea while the passengers are boarded and come back and do the flight. Good time and bad time at the same time, but I hope you... Oh, God. That's Dan right there, guys. That bus that's coming up, that's Dan. Yeah. He likes to put his foot down, doesn't he? Hello, guys. Hope you're good. Happy Tuesday. I'm having pie tonight. Chicken pie. Meat pie. And then we can do this amazing ATR flight. It's only 15 quid, guys, so if you want to consider getting this ATR for £15, it's worth the while. I mean, it's a great aircraft to get into.
Pilot's boarding starting.
Put the seat. Why would it put that down and put it back up again? Weird. There's me. Right, guys, I need to disappear for dinner, so I will shall be back. So turn up the music. So, guys, get your cup of teas, have a break, and come back in 10 minutes. Right, time to get some dinner.
Your passenger's bus is coming. Passengers boarding starting.
polish. Okay. Plug my head into the PC so then I can get some brain something. What am I talking about? I do not know why. One button. Still the one button. There you go. Clicking all the one buttons. Let me pause this for a second. Right. Me now. Now. Oh, for Christ's sake, I've got a missed call on here. Never even heard of the numbers before. Yeah. Yeah, it's a fake number. Oh. Right, let's get this done. Let's set payload. Set fuel. Set flight plan. Okay. We might as well get this engine started. Number A. That's good. And then we start number 2. Don't spin. Starting. Yep, slowly. Okay, so one way 35. Execute. Oh wait, was it 1.0 for trim? I believe so. 26 cruise altitude. What the flip? We're gonna do 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 24,000 feet. Oh, Michael Jackson. So beat it. Just bound to get, just beat it. Beat it. Oh, then I beat it. Oops. It doesn't matter. We're by it. Right, where are we on the map? Why are we not showing up? Because it didn't recognise the... Oh, there you are. Now I'm up. Delta Mike, that's good. The heading of the runway. I beat it. Guys, Balin can get... B51. Okay. $7,000 check. Right, that's good. That is good. Seatbelts can come on. Yep. Oxygen can come on. And APU can come off. Ba-da-bam, ba-dam-bam. Ba-dam-bam, ba-dam-bam. Do-do-do, do-do-do. 351. Opposite direction. Other direction. Spin. B5. Do that. Right, passengers in. Check. Right. Clear prop, clear prop. Got off for a second. Oh, he doesn't like it. Oh, doesn't like that at all. Ew. Doesn't like that. Okay, well, let's back to normal and there. 3, 2, 1, activate. Ba-da-bam-ba-doo-doo. Da-da. Got a problem here. That's fine. Right. 3-5 we're going on. Let's round to the right. No lines, for Christ's sake. What happened to the lines? Hello, Ian. Right is clear. Left is clear. No one coming in. Right, let's roll down the country lane off this runway. Backtrack. It's doing that. Let's put some of these guys on. Fairly long runway. Huh? What's that? Must be a... oh no, it's a turnaround. What the hell? Never seen that before. Do we really need all the runway? I don't think so. Easy does it. B4. B5. The tight turn, isn't it? Right, TCAS can come on. On 9. Right, let's check traffic. Fine, fine, fine. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Needs the brake. Oh wait, trim. There you go. Almost forgot the trim. Right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock and roll, baby. And rotate. And gear up. That's in. Just doing my own turns. My aircraft, and we're on nav. There we go. We airborne, boys. Landing gears off, lights off, landing gears are down. Check, are we going to make it above this hill? Now we can go up a bit. We're going to make it, question mark. Yeah. Gonna make that. There's a bit more. $15,000. Yeah. Drop in speed, but that's fine. Uh, 11,000 feet around here, isn't it? Not even full power. Are we clear? We are clear. We are clear. We are clear. Clear, clear, clear. Okay. Yeah. Gave it more power. Oh, flip. That's broken, yeah. Right. That's good. Speed up. Up, 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 yeah. Putting that up a bit. Come on, baby. Yeah, pushing it now. Fine, just keep an eye on that heading as well. And his bags. Going in the orange again. Oh, freaking. Nikki, hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going? How's it going? Don't know if you realise you're not in a cloud of glory. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, if I'm not in a cloud or what. You still found me, though. Wait, what? I'm not in a cloud of glory, but you still found me. So that proves something, isn't it? Oh, I do. Oh. Well, that's true. Well, that's true. Yeah. I'm gonna say, so I got tags up. I got tags. I use tags. A lot of people find me through tags or through WebEye. But regarding being under category, oh, doing it again. I don't find it any difference, to be honest, if I'm in category or not. People don't usually watch me. To be honest, I don't know what this plane is doing, but this... I don't know what it's doing, but everything is set how it should be, right? Now the situation is, why is the cruising... Well, I am cruising right now. But I'm at 49.5. And yet on my throttles it's maxed out. Now, surely if I try and put it at 85%, this will be about 80%. So why the flip is the engine's maxed out on the throttle and yet it's only 49% here? And now that's maxing out now. Well, I keep this max out because it's keeping the speed up. Hey, Dan's in the house. Be different if I put it on climb. Put it on climb. To go up. There it goes. Goes up. That's 506. Put it back to cruise. That will go down. No, it goes what? What? It's going up again. Dodge that down a bit. Dodge it. There we go, that's better. Juice. And back up again. Just for a second. Put this to 85%. Headwind doesn't help. Alright, 509, that's fine. 59.9.5. Oh, ground board there, leveled. Speed is dropping. Until we change, we're gonna have... Well, the wind's picking up again, that's fine. Let me go maxified. That doesn't do anything either. Use more fuel. It changed the blade around, just use more fuel. You can actually hear it. Ew. Right, let's go direct to Mike Victor. That way in a straight line. There you go, straight line. Ooh, I'm going to put our arrival in now. What we got here, 008. '26 then. 106. The opposite direction. Yes, it is. Right, select the star. And a 1. Via what? Let me guess. Oh, to know nav approach. No, I hate navs. Well, let's go with. With that one. Right, let's put that in. It's fine. RNAV 0, RNAV 26 via Germany. What is it? 2 Bravo. You need to go 2 Bravo. Transition. Right, just continually, so we move that, that. There you go. Oh, GOD is quite close. Must be the elevation then. There's the elevation. 10,000 feet. We capture, we make a left turn, when we're at sight at 10,000 feet. We're quite high up. Got enough fuel? Yeah. Water? What? No, it's a lake. No, it's a big lake. The... I'm trying to think, where is that base? I know it's in Africa somewhere. I'm trying to think where it is. In Africa somewhere, there is a massive river, massive lake. And it's a man-made lake. I'm trying to think whereabouts it is. Can't be this. Can't be that. I think it was long and straight, to be honest. Man-made lake. I'm trying to think where it is actually. I'm looking on the map. Who knows? I have no idea. No idea. Thanks. Position air. the smaller version. I'm not gonna get full speed at this rate. But when we make the turn, we're gonna get crosswind. Yeah, things are fine. Don't crash. Jesus Christ, it's hard to crash at 24,000 feet. Unless you have a simulator crash at 24,000 feet, which can possibly happen if I click the insert key. Or it would crash. I don't even have any more saved camera angles for this plane. This is the only one I got. Number 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got number 4. What's number 5? We got this one. Yeah, that's what I do for now. Do the plane dips, dives.
Expamba 1X asked me, are we gonna make without crashing? Ah, the age-old question, like asking if Tony Stark will ever stop being a genius billionaire with a knack for self-destruction. In this simulator, there's always a chance for a little turbulence or a dramatic crash landing. But let's hope our streamer keeps it all in the virtual skies. So buckle up and prepare for either a smooth flight or a digital nosedive.
Digital nosedive. I never heard of that before. Digital nosedive in a fake guy. It almost said like if he said fake. Fake. Fakey wakey. Mwanza MW Alpha November Zulu Alpha. Mwanza. That's how you pronounce it. Come up towards it now. Mwanza, it's there. Mwanza. Oh, I still got Wi-Fi on my phone. Oh, for flip's sake. Better turn that off. It will drain my batteries. It will drain my batteries. It will drain my batteries like everything is. Oh, probably won't work now. Ah, fine. What about yourself? Bring this offline. Okay, it won't work now without being on Wi-Fi. Pain backside. Nope, wrong button. Yes, I know how much ink I've got, Link. Be up for 2 weeks. What are you doing for 2 weeks break? Anything special? Just chilling, yeah. You can always fly the simulator. It's safety on. Oh, I'll get rid of that. I can't get rid of it. I know, right? There's actually some people that do that. Saying to train drivers, I drive train all day, and then I come back home and do train simulator. Give me a chat, right? Yeah, a proper one. Yeah, not a fake one. A proper one with a proper steering wheel. I mean, steering wheel. Christ, a joystick and a yoke combined together that makes it joy. Yeah, well, you could have a steering wheel if you wanted to do it at home. Tried that once. Try and fly a plane with a steering wheel. It's awkward. I can tell you that now. Steering wheel. Can't you fly with a steering wheel? Well, some do, believe it or not. I know that some planes do, believe it or not. Not many, but I think there's 2 at the top of my head that I've seen that has a steering wheel. I had to decide, I can tell you that now. One of them's been a, one of them is a, what do you call it, water vessel. If you do a quick Google search, you probably find a couple that planes have steering wheels. No joke, I think there is one. Yeah, I believe so. I remember seeing one years ago. It looks like a steering wheel. I'm trying to think what it is. It's an old aircraft. Older aircraft. We're off to the pub. Yeah, when you go to the pub, make sure you put me on the big screen. Yeah, appreciate it. There we go, I think I found one. Oh, there we go, there's an old aircraft with a steering wheel. It's called the, it's so old, it was built in the 80s, that is. It looks ugly. SR6 Alpha. There we go. Sierra Alpha 6 Alpha. I can send you an image. There you go. I think it's what's called that. And there's another one. And you got this image as well. Got that style plane. So they're all around. It just looks ridiculous. And you got that one as well. And by looking at that, that's an old sea vessel, isn't it? It's a seaplane. If I'm looking at that, because you thought it was on the top, you see. But that looks like an old sea vessel. And you can tell it's so old that it's not even used anymore because all the panels are being removed. But look at the flipping yoke. A steering wheel yoke. I know, right? That's that old. So there are planes out there with a freaking steering wheel. It's just, well, that image, right, I'm looking at now, which is the West Packet, I don't even know what the aircraft is. I will stick to my plane. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, you still can call it a yoke because, well, it looks like a steering wheel. You have to go forward and back like this, you know. Anyway, off to the pub. Yeah, get me my beer. Beer. We're making a turn soon. Ba, 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 ba. Excuse me. Gonna make it. Two miles, yeah. Grump? Oh, it's going to be the pub. Up straight away, I can tell you that now.
X-Bamba1X asked me, should I go to the pub or stay watch this streamer? Well, let me tell you, that's a tough decision, believe me. You got a streamer who's probably doing an absolutely tremendous job, maybe the best, but the pub, you know, it's huge, it's great, fantastic people there. So, if you ask me, why not do both? Pop by the pub for a quick one, then come back and catch the best parts of the stream. It's a win-win, absolutely perfect.
That's a good answer, actually. There you go. Do that. Don't dislike that answer. Good answer, actually. From the AI of madness. There, good answer. Well, go on then, hurry up. Go and get a pint before I land. Hurry up. You haven't got all day. Zoom, zoom. Take your helicopter or take your 747 out to the pub. Don't know where you're going to park it though, but you have literally an hour. An hour. Literally an hour. But just under an hour, so about 55 minutes. Call it 55 minutes. So you've got plenty of time. So about 8:15. I won't be back. Oh. What, you go to the pub for 2 hours? 3 hours? 4 hours? Usually if I go to the pub, I'm only there for 5 minutes and that's it. Well, that's more than that actually. I'll go there for food and that's it. I don't get any drinks. Hey, closing time, me. Oh, no, I'm not. I don't do that. It's usually half an hour and that's it. In that case, I'll see you at 1 o'clock in the morning. Wait, 3 o'clock in the morning. But I'll see you at 3 o'clock when I'm asleep, and you had like 2, 3, 4, 5, 28 points. Yeah, I only have a half a side, and that's it. That'll do for me. And that's once a year. Not even that. I only have a cider. I don't even drink it all. And that is, and I only have it once a year, if I'm lucky. I don't drink alcohol at all, full stop. I got 3 bottles of ciders downstairs, and I got it 2 years ago. Still haven't had it. The 2 years, they're out of date now, I think. No, it's more than that, 3 years ago now. Yeah, 3 years ago I got it, and I haven't had it yet. Yes, especially from New Zealand. It's one button. Well, the ones I got, they do. I end up just giving it away, to be honest. Like I said, got it like 2 to 3 years ago, I can't remember. The New Zealand brand. The New Zealand brand. One of them's apple and pear, I think. And then you've got fruity, and the other one's lemon and lime something. Can't remember. Last time I saw it was 2 years ago. Can't remember. I don't drink, so the only thing that I do drink is coffee, water, and tea. That's it. I don't have anything else. Yeah, even then, with the cost of things, I can't even drink coffee much anymore. It's usually tea or water. That's all I drink. Tea and water mostly, and on occasion, coffee. You don't like tea? You're an English brat, and you don't even like tea. How dare you? Yorkshire tea? Come on, we've got to have a cup of Yorkshire. Jesus Christ, man. What about green tea? Or any tea? That matter. Any tea in that matter, actually. Banana tea. I just made that up. Oh, you're one of those people. You know those energy drinks are no good for you. Do you know that, man? Those energy drinks are a waste of time. It ends up giving you high blood pressure and sugar levels and all that jazz. They're no good for you. Absolutely no good. They're absolutely crap. To be honest, right, it makes it worse, because even though energy drinks meant to hype you up, which they do, if you had about a couple down you kind of go, it hypes you up. But eventually, when that hype disappears and goes away, and planet Earth comes back to you again, it just makes you even worse than not having any, if that makes any sense. I find that strong coffee tends to wake me up more, actually. If I need to stay awake a bit more, I usually have coffee. Oh. Yeah. Oh, God. Are you in weed? Right, guys, there's a captain here. He flies for a living. And, oh boy. Yes, of course I do. Always up high. Jesus Christ. All the time. Hence why you don't want to come back home and you know, do it in a simulator. Yeah. Do you, actually, it's not bad. Nothing wrong with that. It's actually epic. Better than down here sometimes. I can tell you that now. Even up in the cloud. Going up to the Niner. Up and down. Just make sure that the flight attendants are kept in shape. And the passengers are quiet. Would be the best job in the world. Do you agree? Best job in the world. Apart from going to other than flying through France. Best job in the world until you're flying through the France location. Oh. So you're like, once those doors are closed, you're like, ah, oh, peace at long last. Or, so you just go, people walk on board and you just stand there going, yeah. What are you looking at? Oh, hey, what's your number? Oh, yeah, you want to go out for a date? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, little one, how's it going? You're not that kind of person, surely. You always give them refreshments. People should know that anyway, right? People should know that you're not allowed anymore. I know people still ask, but everyone should know that nowadays. It's ever since, you know, well, I'm not going to get into it, but ever since, you know, the past history, although all that jazz is in place. Well, I wouldn't call it just health and safety. It's a threat. You know, the airliner can be in big trouble, and it could be a security risk as well nowadays. Not just health and safety, but it's a security risk and all that jazz, and also in place, isn't it? But then if you want to see a cockpit, they can always go to a museum, right? There's some planes you can go into the cockpit in a museum, right? Surely. Yeah, he wanted to push button. Yeah, push button A. Oh dear. Started the engine. And I was like, yeah, fly the plane. How's this flight coming along? Good. The good in the old days. You remember that time when was it? You know about the story that happened years and years and years ago, back in the, was it the 70s or the 80s? I can't remember. It was broadcast on a television plenty of time. It was I think it was Russian. Don't know what airline it was. Can't remember. But the point is, it was the 70s, 80s, and rules and regulations weren't massive like they are nowadays. And so a kid wanted to go into the cockpit at the time. And it turns out the pilot who was piloting the aircraft knows this kid as his son or something. or one of the family members. And so this pilot said to this kid, come in and have a look. So this kid was inside this cockpit having a look, and then the captain decided to do is step away from his chair so the kid can sit in the captain's chair. So the plane was flying at 30 odd thousand feet, with the kid sitting in the captain's chair, and the captain's gone at the back for a tiny little break. And then the situation is the co-pilot or his father wasn't concentrating, and the kid was messing around the cockpit. The kid automatically nudged the joystick. The kid was doing this and that, and the kid accidentally nudged the joystick, which causes the autopilot to be disengaged. So the plane was flying for about, I don't know, 5 minutes without the autopilot on, and then the kid decided to touch the joystick a bit. So the plane was flying with the kid touching the joystick. Eventually, co-pilot realised what the situation is, and it was already too late. They end up crashing because plane end up having a lot of G-force. So much terrible G-force that causes the pilot to G-force in the back of the seat like this, and the co-pilot couldn't reach for the controls, and the only person that had the control was the kid, who obviously was clueless and he couldn't do anything. And so the plane went nosedive into the ground. And as for the captain, well, he was at the back somewhere. So that was that story. It happened a long time ago. Right, I need to do something, guys. I shall be back. Right. Yeah. Nuts. Better. Oh boy. Back, baby. adverts. Everybody. Do, do, do. Flipping adverts again. Thousand 16, 15, 14. One. Ugh. Hmm. Follow the. No, keep it as it is. Roger that. Hello?
Right, mate.
Yeah, let me turn this down a bit. Speak again.
You alright?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, fine. Just checking out some stuff while I'm chilling. Flying. Nothing new. Pretty boring, isn't it? Nothing averagely new.
Good shit today. It's shit, love.
Hmm.
It's shabite.
Yep. Been up long anyway to TOD.
Just sitting here, just waiting for the match to start, and then
8 o'clock match.
it's Tottenham. Tottenham. It's Arsenal versus PSG.
That's going to be interesting.
Champions League. Just
Oh,
talk to the meetings. I
yeah.
was gonna fly, but it's getting on now. It's 10 to 8.
Yeah, well, time you set up and then can't focus because the football, so what's the point? Well, got some good news though that came on Monday.
What's that mean?
Try and guess. You try and guess what you think it could be that I've received.
You got an interview?
No,
See.
no, not that kind of thing. Try again.
Well, that would be good news, mate.
Well, yeah, but it's not that kind of news.
I can't make that.
I'll give you a hint. It's something that you do all the time, but I don't.
On that I do all the time, but you don't.
Exactly, yeah.
Drive.
Close. Starts with L.
License.
Yeah.
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 Lessons.
No, not lessons, the driver's license itself. The, what do you call it? The,
Provisional.
yeah, that came through on Monday, so I got that now.
Yes, lad.
So, yeah, received it, and all I'd done is put it back in the drawer, and then I just, like, forget about it.
No, that's the wrong attitude to have. That is
Yeah.
the wrong attitude to have.
It's not my fault.
Stop buying shit the fucking flight sim now.
What about?
Stop buying, like, this fucking thing and this thing and this thing.
Not
and
that,
this
it's
thing.
just the insurance is crazy. I was looking at the insurance, and I'm thinking, what the frick?
No, lad, no. Don't worry about insurance yet, mate. You haven't passed your test.
Not that.
Forget insurance.
I can get in the car if it's a private lot or in a private car park, but if I want to get on the road, you have to have insurance. Got to have my name on the insurance. It's a common thing. You can't drive without insurance. Even if my grandfather's name is on the car, which is insurance, I had my name as a secondary or third driver on the car on the insurance. You know, common
That's
thing
right.
to do. However, when I looked into it, it's going to cost, the cheapest I found for me was £3,500,
Yeah, that's because you haven't passed your test.
and that's the cheapest, and the most expensive one is £5,000,
Empire, that's because you haven't passed your test.
and that is just adding my name on the car insurance.
Yeah, because you haven't passed your driving
Yeah.
test.
So how can any of us afford that kind of money?
Because
Ridiculous.
listen to what I'm saying to you, mate. It's that price because you haven't passed your
Yeah.
driving test.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
So what you're better off doing now that you've got your provisional is starting to put a little bit of money away every single time you can, even if it's only 20 quid. Maybe 1 week you can put 50 quid away.
Mm.
Whatever. Get a little bundle of money together, right? And
Yeah, I've been doing that off and on, but it's hard, you know, because everything else is going up in price. You just think every time you save, you end up having to pay for this or pay for that, you know. I'm not talking about
Okay.
everyday stuff. I'm talking about, you know, bills and phone bills and all that jazz, because my phone bill's gone up this month. So,
I get that, mate. I understand what you're saying there. I totally get that, what you're saying.
I'm just like, when I was looking for the insurance, I'm like, how much? Crazy, right? And yet, end of the day, right, I see so many young people driving around like, man, I'm thinking, how the frick can they afford it? And they're only 17s.
Because they probably got work, mate. They probably do a little bit of part-time work somewhere.
A couple of them do, a couple of them don't. A lot of them get it from their parents, obviously.
Yeah,
And I think based on my age, that is also a downside.
when's your birthday?
Not for a while yet.
Well, when it's your birthday, you want to just say to when your grandparents say
Oh, they
that
can't
you
afford
like
it.
your birthday.
I know to the fact that they can't afford it. They're only pensioners. Can't even afford a winter fuel bill every month. They just
Well, you
can't.
can also-
He just barely puts his money on for his own insurance, not alone myself. I
Well,
noticed
you need
that.
to start. Well, that's where you need to just find sort of.
Oh yeah, I've been looking all the time. It's just, you know, it's a long progress. You know, you can sign up every day. You can sign up in loads. And half the time, I don't get any reply back. I mean, you know, I've been doing that.
Yeah, I know you've been doing it, mate.
I mean, I can only go so far with it. It's just a waiting game half the time, isn't it?
you can't, mate. You can't say that to yourself. You can only go so far. You can go further. You're worth more than a fucking lousy email, mate.
No, it's not just email. I mean, I had calls and everything, and it still didn't get back to me. Because I was reading. There's another thing is I don't get it right. £3,500 for the cheapest insurance, and yet I was reading on a topic ages ago, right? And the person said to this, right? She has car insurance and it's cost around 500 and something, no, close to £600. And it's a 40-odd woman, and she said she had to add her 17-year-old person to her list, and she only had to pay another £100 more. All up, she only had to pay £700. So how come she gets to? Just don't get it.
Well, she's probably done a crash course.
Yeah, true. I mean, insurance company.
You know, if you do a crash course, you can get your license within a week.
Yeah, because I know the insurance companies are ridden bastards anyway, aren't they?
I wouldn't suggest doing that though.
Yeah.
Just have a look online at driving schools in the area and see what offers they've got.
Yeah, I have. Not price about £200 an hour.
No, it's not £200 an hour, mate.
That's a guess. They're not that cheap, to be honest.
What, 20 quid an hour?
No, more than that.
I've just been looking then, mate. You can go with Red Driving School and get a driving lesson for an hour for 23 quid. 23 quid, mate.
Too cheap, to be honest. I thought they're more than that.
No, 23 quid with Red Driving School, mate. And while what you want to be doing now, mate, as well, is while you're sitting there now and you're flying, you want to be learning your theory test. You want to be hammering that, mate. Hammering your theory test. You'll be able to find somewhere online where you can do mock tests.
I've got books.
Fuck the books, mate. You don't want the books. You want to be doing it on your PC. You want to be doing a mock test, a mock theory test, and a mock hazard perception test. The boarding is fuck, mate. They are proper boarding. But the more you get that drilled into your head, the more chance you've got when you go to sit for your theory test of passing it first time. And then that is a cost that you don't have to worry about because it's done. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So I get on that now, kid. Not right now, but like over the next couple of days, start looking at somewhere on the internet for hazard perception and theory test. Just get yourself into a little bit of a habit of just, I'm flying, I've got no ATC, right? I'm gonna do a hazard test. I'm gonna do a theory and a hazard test. The more you do it, mate, and the more you get the questions wrong, and then you'll get to the end of the test and it'll say, unfortunately,
I did a fake test a couple of months ago. I did a fake test and I got like 78% out of 100, something like that.
That's not bad, mate.
And you have to be over. Is it 80% you need to get a pass?
I don't know, mate. It's all changed now. From
it's about. I think nowadays about 80%. As long as you get over 80%, you need to pass. I got about 75, 78 at the time.
I passed my car driving test in 2007, mate. In 2025.
Yeah, I know it.
That's how long I've been driving for.
It makes me laugh about all this crapness. There's a young teenager that lives across the road. She drives a car. She drives one of those stupid 2003 two-door midget Fiat car. What do you call it? Those stupid little cars. 1.8 litre engine in it. And the way she drives, she's absolutely pathetic. She causes so many accidents trying to go in and out of a goddamn flipping road that, you just think, how the hell can she pass her test and she's doing things not by the books? You just think, what the flip? I'll give you an example, right? She parks her car completely on the curve so no one can't walk on the curve, on the footpath. When she gets in the car, she puts it in reverse and puts her foot down in reverse and goes out in a T-junction, and then she turns to her left in a T-junction and then puts it into gear and goes forward. And that T-junction is very... you can't see anything from the left. So if there's a car coming down that road on that T-junction, she would hit that car. And then the other week, right, there was a white four-wheel drive, right, park on the double yellow lines behind her car. She got in the car, she played with her hair for 5 minutes, and you know what she done? In habit, she went into she go into reverse and went back straight back in that car. And sometimes you think, how the hell you got someone like that, right, got, you know, approved, they passed her test. I'm just thinking, what the frick? My grandparents, right, they're well experienced, and so as you are, obviously, but when they're looking at it, think, back in our days, things weren't like that.
No, mate, it wasn't.
See,
I wouldn't say I'm well experienced, mate.
well, you are the best driver in that respect. You can be, you are, because obviously you drive a bigger vehicle. You've been doing it for 5 years now, haven't you? Well, a lot of... Hey?
I make mistakes, mate.
Everyone makes mistakes, doesn't matter how experienced you are.
Exactly, so...
It's just that, you see, no wonder car insurance will cost a lot of money for people in our age category because of all the idiots can't drive properly.
Problem with car insurance, mate, is it's a scam.
It's always a scam, beginning.
You know, you'll
Money
never...
making people, aren't they?
The only benefit of having car insurance, mate, is that you know you're covered if you have a bump.
You got to have insurance anyway on the road.
Yeah, you can't not drive without it, mate.
Needs it's by law, isn't it?
It's law, yeah, it's law. You gotta have car insurance.
The only time when you
car out on the highway, you gotta have car insurance.
The only time when you don't have to have car insurance, if you're in a private lot, a private area, not on the road itself, like a car park, or if you're on a private property in a farmland, that's when you don't really need it. As soon as your tyres touched a public road, then it's a whole different game.
Don't get me wrong, mate. It's nice being able to drive.
The only thing I'm really interested is just to get the A to B and help the grandparents. That's all it is, end of the day. I mean, I'm not interested about putting my foot down and drive for the sake of driving. It's only to get the A to B, isn't it?
Of course it is. And it's a bit of independence for you.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing better than sitting, waking up in the week, being in the house of a night, right, and going, oh, I just eat something now, you know, I'm a bit hungry.
Yeah.
Tell you what, just jump in the car and go to Mackey's.
Unfortunately, it's walking distance for me, so...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's boss, mate.
Unfortunately, it's walking distance to Mackey's for me. I mean, it's only across the road. I'm there. It's quicker to walk than drive, to be honest.
You know, a little bit of independence, mate. You know, you'll be able to find a job when you've got a driving license, mate. Guaranteed. Even if it's delivering parcels or something.
My printer came today, so...
You done a CV?
Yeah. I'm working on another one as we speak.
Yeah, well, put a couple of lies in it, mate. Don't tell the truth. Say you used to work in, I don't know, somewhere in Australia, mate. You've done warehouse work in Australia, and they're never gonna fucking phone Australia up, kid.
Especially if the company don't exist. Well, they do, but they're no longer around.
Well, exactly. That's what you gotta do, mate. Just put a couple of little fucking white lies in there, mate. You know. No matter what job you went for, if you did get a job in a warehouse, mate, you're gonna get training before you actually start doing it. So
yeah.
You haven't got anything really to worry about. Just.
Yeah, I mean, I lost count how many times I applied for Asda, to be honest. Lost count.
Surely to God, there must be like warehouses around your neck of the woods.
There is, but
I told you, mate, you want to ask the job centre if you can get on a forklift course. Get your forklift truck license, and you'll get a job as a forklift truck driver, mate. And they're not on shit money, mate. And Empire driving a forklift truck's a piece of piss, lad. I drove one for 9 years, kid. Piece of fucking piss driving a forklift truck. I think I've showed you the forklift trucks.
Yeah. I know you want to own one yourself, don't you?
No, if I'm lucky, mate, a GCB is what I want. But yeah, mate, forklift truck driving, loads of places use them now. Asda, Tesco's, Morrison's, fucking Amazon. They're all using forklift trucks, mate, to stock them warehouses and whatever. So, just... I think you can do it. I think the course is like a week or something like that. But I know the job centres were doing it, mate. You could then they would enroll you
It
onto
depends. It depends on the company. I mean, Amazon, they would do it via their own books rather than get the job centre to deal with it.
No, but they'd want you to have your forklift license before they took you on to do a forklift job.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Amazon supplies the training or not. I don't know. That's the thing.
They'd ask you to do an assessment, mate. That's what they'd ask you to do.
Yeah,
Want you
yeah,
to have your forklift license and then do an assessment. But if it's fresh in your head, you've just passed your forklift tough test, and then you've applied at Amazon, and they said, yeah, we're taking on it. We call you in on. Can you come in on Tuesday for an assessment? Pass my forklift test on Friday. It's well fresh in my head. Yeah, I can come in on Tuesday and do that for you. But yeah, they're little, just little things, mate. That it's a knack. You'll find something with a forklift license, like defo, and you'll be able to bank money then, mate, for your driving lessons. You won't have to worry about it. Even if you have, I don't know, 2 or 3 driving lessons a week, you know, or 1 a week.
There's a guy down the road that does it for 30 quid.
There you go,
35, I
mate.
think. 30, 35, but he's semi-retired.
You're still empty. Don't be doing it with it. Don't be doing it with a mate. Like somebody you know, you want to be doing it with a school, because they'll. All right, I'm doing it with a mate. Yeah, it's all well and good, mate. You know, you do it with that fella and that kind of stuff. But like, I'll explain it to you. You don't really have any. You don't really have any comeback, mate. You know what I mean? If you go with a school, you know, you're in safe hands. You know, could you imagine if you went on a driving lesson with this fella down the road, and all of a sudden you made a mistake and I don't know, you put the front of his car into a fucking lamppost? Could you like? Personally, I couldn't look at the person. Me, mate, I'd feel so shit. Know what I mean?
Well, not really, because he as a driving instructor he has to have a license. Means driving instructor license, and obviously car would also be insured, you know, in a different policy. So if a learner's driver makes a hypothetical mistake, which can happen, the driving instructor will be aware of that. He knows that it will definitely have car damage, so I kind of have to expect it. So to be honest, right, I wouldn't be ashamed about it. I mean, if I make a mistake and it's my fault or someone else's fault, it's part of the training, isn't it? So I mean, it's no difference if you went to a proper school, because if they have a fleet of 5 cars, they always end up getting bashed around, don't they? It's just that as long as the car is insured, they're covered, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So I don't see a big deal over it. I mean, if you get in the car, right, and literally just floor the car straight into a goddamn post, and you've done it by deliberate, then obviously you'd be ashamed, wouldn't you? You'd be like, oh, my bad, how much is going to cost it? You know, it's definitely my fault. No difference when you took your bus out, when you was training your buses. I mean, that's all covered with insurance.
Yeah, I know, I understand that, mate. But like, it's alright.
I mean, you probably have more risk doing it to your own car more than a school. Who?
This fella, how many cars? 2.
Yeah.
But there's one, are they both his?
Yeah.
Does his missus use one and he uses one, or what? Vice versa?
Yeah, vice versa, yeah.
It's okay. You damage his car and it's off the road. He's out of work.
That's true, but it's not my fault, isn't it?
No, it's not your fault, but with the driving school, mate.
It's true.
That fella hasn't lost work because his car's been written off. They just give him another car.
Yeah, it's true. It can happen to anyone, but it's part of it, isn't it? I mean, you have to take the risks.
Of course, mate. I got rammed up the ass in the car when I was driving in the car when I was on the driving lesson. Someone went right into the back of me. But it was with the driving school, mate. The fella was like.
And again, sometimes for a proper driving school, they don't even have a lot of cars in their fleet anyway. Sometimes. mean, a bigger driving.
The-
I mean,
the-
you don't know how many cars they got.
The most important thing, though, mate, is finding something for yourself to be able to fund it. That's the most important thing, mate. Yeah, now you've got your provisional. I've said to you, get your head into your theory test, and everything else will follow suit. Get your theory test out the way, mate. You've got, I think it's, I don't know whether it's 12 months or 2 years to pass your test.
It's 12,
It's 12 months after you
I
pass your
think.
theory.
Yeah, I think.
So that, you know, get your theory fucking out the way, bang. That your theory's done. Forget about that. Then you can concentrate on lessons and getting ready for your test. Do you get what I'm saying? You could do your theory now without even having any lessons. I don't know how much it costs. I think when I was doing mine, it was something like 30 odd quid. I don't know how much it costs now, mate. But that's what I'd do, Em. You'll save yourself money in the long run as well. A couple of months of just theory practice and hazard perception practice. I think I'm ready for this now. Book it. Go and sit it. Get that passed. That's off your fucking shoulders. Then you can concentrate then on your driving. You haven't got that, oh shit, I've still got to do my fucking theory test. I've still got to do my fucking theory test. Because that'll be on your fucking head while you drive, while you're learning to drive, you know what I mean? And you don't need that added pressure. You just need to be focused on one task. Do you get what I'm saying? So, that's the only advice I can give you, kid.
Yeah, I mean, it's no rush to do the first bit straight away. I mean, I've got 10 years to do it in it. There he is.
I know. The sooner you get done, the better, innit? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? The sooner
absolutely.
you've got it done, the sooner you can literally say to your granddad and your nan, one day they might say, oh, I don't feel up for going shopping today. Your granddad, I'll stay here with you then today, and I'll make sure that you're all right. And you can, well, I'll go shopping for you. I'll do me a list, and I'll go and get it all for you.
He's just not that kind of person.
It's not about being that type of person, no. It's if your nan was poorly, she didn't feel up for going shopping, she was sick, and your granddad said, I'll stay in, I'll forget shopping today, I'll stay and look, keep my eye on you, make sure that you're alright, and make you a cup of tea and get you a drink and whatever else you need. You'd be able to stand up and say, well, I'll go shopping, don't worry about that. Do a list and I'll go and get it all for you. So then that saves them a task then, doesn't it? Nah. My dad goes shopping for us. My mum doesn't go, my dad goes. My dad takes his brother who lives up the street. Two of them go shopping on a Friday. Stays in the house, she does washing and she gives clean downstairs and that, hoovers up, mops the floor, polishes. She doesn't go with them, she stays here. But that's all I'll say to you, mate.
Looks like, but I'm not white. That's why.
You had is a practice theory test on the government website as well.
Yeah, I
Test
know.
that
That's
should-
the one I've used before.
You need to get 43 to pass.
43? Well, it was higher than that.
I'll start and I'll see if I pass it. What's the main benefit of driving a four-wheel drive vehicle? Improved grip on the road, lower fuel consumption, shorter stopping distances, improved passenger comfort.
First
What
one.
would you say? You're driving along a quiet motorway, which advanced driver assistance system is more likely to help you. Traffic jam assistance, automotive night vision, Intelligent speed assist. Lane departure warning.
Again.
You're driving along a quiet motorway.
Yeah, at night.
Which advanced driver assistance system is most likely to help you? Traffic jam assist, automotive night vision, intelligent speed assist, lane departure warning.
Number 2. Oh, there you go.
No, no. It's either number 3 or number 4.
But you only can pick one answer.
Yeah, I know. But if you read the question again, you're driving along a quiet motorway. The motorway's quiet. It's not saying it's dark.
Well, it was dark.
It's just saying it's quiet. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
you
It
need
doesn't
to
say quiet. It doesn't say dark. Then I thought it meant
No,
dark.
No, it just says you're driving along a quiet motorway. The motorway's quiet. I'm gonna say it would be lane departure warning, because you're more likely to, if it's quiet, you're more likely to just chill out and kind of like.
Yeah, but you don't want to chill out completely either. 'Cause, you have to be still have to concentrate.
So lane departure warning would be your most beneficial thing. You wish to turn right ahead. Why should you take up the correct position in good time? To allow other drivers to pull out in front of you, to give a better view of the road that you're journeying, to help other road users know what you intend to do, to allow other drivers to pass on the right. Oh, I'll have to go and have a piss, mate.
Go on then.
But just, you never get stuck, man. You know where to come. Hey, Mr. Patch, I can hear you.
There it is. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, I don't in a way half the time. Absolutely, because end of the day, you're the driver. No, he hasn't mentioned it to me at all. No, not to me. Yeah, yeah, I mean, if he's done VATSIM before, it's fairly easy to do AVAO. Yeah, yeah, more than matching. Huh, could be worse. Jesus Christ. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you know. Oh, that, yeah, that's definitely a man's car, even though a woman can have it too. Jesus Christ. Yeah, yeah, not gonna say what's £82,000. Jesus. I mean, everyone. Yeah, yeah. Well, I've got it then, Dan. The 80 part. Yeah, I know, right? I think. No, more like you got the 64 bit actually. Point 64. Just over that. Yeah. Well, take away 1,781, then that's my answer. Some people do. It- It's not that you got to have £3,000 as a deposit. How long it's gonna take you to pay that off? Jesus Christ. I don't even want to know. Oh my God, it's got it 1,500, round it off.